right, we are back, and we are now going to go and say a very good morning here to Mr. Simeon Tshakapesh. Good morning, Simeon.
Good morning, Randy.
How are you?
I'm good.
Okay, what is this fax you sent me?
What's this the fax? What did I send you first?
The Mushua, how do I pronounce it?
Mushua Inu First Nations.
Mushua
Inu First Nations.
Mushua Inu First Nation, summary of trust and royalty revenue.
Yeah.
For the years ended March 31st. This is 2008, 2009, 2010.
Yeah.
Okay, what is the, all right, IEDIDLP? That is the
big controversy that's being played by CBC on the air.
That's the Innu Development Limited Partnership.
Yeah.
All right, and in 2008 it had a revenue of $2,057,000, but in 2009 it lost $63,000, or it's down. It's in deficit, that amount.
No, it's a profit. The profits that you're reading, it's up on top.
Yeah, what I'm reading up on top, I'm reading your revenue.
Yeah.
Not just profit, your revenue.
Yeah, revenue, yeah.
Okay, so in 2008,
yeah,
the Innu Development Limited Partnership generated revenues of $2,057,000.
Yeah.
In 2009, it actually cost $63,000 to keep it going.
Yeah.
And in 2010, it lost $627,000.
Yeah.
So it hasn't generated any profit for the Innu First Nation since 2008.
Yeah.
Okay, now Voisey's Bay Trust, the Voisey's Bay Trust is bringing in boku de bucks. Look at this, 2008, the Voisey's Bay Trust provided to the Innu First Nation,
yeah,
the Mushu Innu First Nation,
yeah,
$650,000.
Yep.
That's good money. 2009, though,
yeah,
it provided $2,304,800.
Yeah.
And in 2010, are you ready for this, folks? $7,572,633. So all of you Innu, you're all rich.
We're supposed to be rich, but not that rich yet.
The provincial royalty that you get paid. What do you get the provincial royalty for? Also for Voisey's?
Yeah.
In 2008, it was $6.8 million. In 2009, $1.7 million, and in 2010, $1,073,000. Does this provincial royalty represent a declining number all the time, or is this a flexible number based on output from the mine? How does that work?
That's a good question, Randy, and that's the question I've been trying to ask. And there's no supporting documents that I can go by, but I'm presumably assuming that's probably it. So anyway,
okay. So what we're saying is, well, I just want to get my head around this.
Yeah.
The trust and royalty revenue that the Mushua Innu First Nation receives,
yeah,
of which the total population of that First Nation is something around, what, 3,000?
No, 1,000 maybe, close to 1,000, 800. Close
to 800 to 1,000.
Yeah.
And you guys are burning through like $8 million a year.
I would probably say yes.
Okay, tell me what's going on.
Okay, I certainly like to tell you what has been happened in 2008, but nobody seems to have any supporting documents. So my question is, where did $2 million went? How was that money dispersed within the community? I certainly wasn't the chief in 2008 and 2009, and yes, certainly I was elected back in 2010, May 5. And I certainly like to see, every time I ask renovations, and I certainly spoke to some of the members in Natwashish at that time to deal with the mold problem. And as I addressed most of the nationwide, I spoke about it, about the mold problem about a couple of years ago. So with all this money that was pouring to Mushua Inu First Nations, and they said they couldn't deal with the mold problem and some of the emergencies that was supposed to be dealt with. But that's never the fact, I guess. But the fact is, I am very concerned how this money was dispersed. And when the Mushoito First Nations called the general election back in March 5, 2010, and I inherited a lot of mess when I was a chief there, and there's about 118 financial reports were never filed. And I also noticed that the $266,000 was spent on a forensic audit that was investigated by me by a former chief. My name was investigated, and other people, Simon Pokwe, was also investigated, and I believe the CMP did their own criminal investigations back in 2006 in January. And I don't know what has transpired that file, but I certainly like to get some answers. What happened? And they didn't find nothing. So the money, where did the $263,000 came? Maybe it came from IDLP money to investigate your own people, or the trust fund that was supposed to be helping people rather than investigate your own people.
Well,
nothing came about.
I'm looking at some of this stuff, and I have to tell you, Simeon, it amazes me. Can you explain something to me? Just
Okay, I'm going to try my best, Randy.
All right.
If I have the answers, I'll answer it my best ability.
Pilgrimage to Saint Anne de Beaupré.
Saint Anne de Beaupré, it's the Saint Anne that they usually held every summer for the elders.
What
it's supposed to be elders, but it's not elders.
So you send people to
Saint Anne de Beaupré
in Quebec.
In Quebec to say a prayer or go to church. I don't know. I don't go there.
All right, but okay, and so this is a trip. It's $200,000, and there was one in May of 2008, and there was another one in May of 2009.
Yeah, every year.
Every year, you blow $250,000 sending people up to Saint Anne de Beaupré.
Yes, but this year I cut down to about 130,000. I think this year for the elders.
I don't know the other elders. These two were $200,000 a pop, I think. $200,000 a pop.
Yeah.
It says here, student transportation, 3 school buses.
Yeah.
$300,000.
Yes. So
is that the purchase of 3 school buses and their operation?
And that's a good question, Randy. Nobody seems to want to answer that question. I mean, here I am as a chief, don't have any. But the other thing that
who runs this? Who runs this?
The Mushoito First Nations, when the former chief for the poker was in charge, he was the man. And one of the things, Randy, you probably see on the book, there's construction 20 new homes.
Yeah.
In May 12, 2008.
$4 million.
$4 million. We only had about 10 homes. Where did the other 10 homes go? And there was also a bus depot. You probably can see that.
368,000.
Yeah. Where's the bus depot in Naroshish?
You mean there is no bus depot?
There is no bus depot here. But I heard a person was paid. But I heard it was paid to a friend of the chief.
This is an unbelievable level of
amount of money, yeah.
Wow, for 800 people.
I would certainly like to have this kind of money in my hands and deal with my own community if I had that kind of chance of money, but I don't.
Can I ask you something else, Simeon?
No, before you ask me that question, I want to allude something more to you. On the next page, if you read it, community radio and TV station.
Yeah, I'm looking at it, yeah.
And it's you probably almost 600,000.
Yeah.
That's not the number is about almost $1 million. And where's the cable and TV station here? I don't have it. I don't have it.
There isn't a radio and TV station?
No. But I heard. I'm gonna cue somebody with this. I heard there was a joint partnership transpired on that community television. I heard.
Okay.
And I'm gonna prove the facts, and I'll be willing to die for it. That I'm gonna prove it.
Simeon, are there other sources of revenue available to the Mushueinu First Nation that aren't shown here?
That's about it.
That's about it.
That's about it. Like right now, when we took over the office back in March, we didn't have this kind of money to deal with. Like I had some problems with health issues. I'm pretty sure we spoke about that, Randy. I'm not sure you're the person that I spoke about it.
Mm-hmm.
And here it is. I mean, and there is a outpost program, $400,000 in May 12 in 2008.
Okay.
The number is probably almost $1 million. But I believe there are some cabins that have been built in Mustachio Lake, and I'm going to accuse the chief.
Outpost
whether he
program.
likes it or not. He built a cabin in Mustachio Lake. How did he pay his lumber and transport his lumber, all the lumber in Mustachio Lake? I mean, I'm the chief.
Well,
I'm trying to build a cabin in Border Beacon. I can't even do it. I can't even afford it. And I'm the chief. And I'm making the same money as he making when he was the chief. But how can he do that? How is that done, I wonder?
Simeon, I got to go to break. I got to go to break on this note. Is there anybody investigating the finances of the Mashua First Nation now?
Well, these are not the federal government money. These are all the trust money that's coming from Voices Bay.
Yeah,
I spoke to the RCMP about it, and they're not going to do anything. We're not going to be able to do anything.
This has nothing to do with the cost of operating the community, right?
No, they got nothing.
The federal government takes care of a lot of that.
Federal government takes care of that stuff. That's a different revenue that's coming in.
Simeon, I'm blown away. This is outrageous.
This is outrageous, and why hasn't people ever spoke about it for the last 2008, 2009, 2010?
Nobody's
ever. The money was pouring in, and where would the money go? Yes, I certainly see the two cabins was built by the former chief. I mean, I'm the chief, and I've been building my cabin up in Nothing Bay from David Zelmut, and I haven't finished it yet. And this is probably the 7th time as the chief, and I still can't even complete my own cabin.
Simeon, thank you for this. You have a great day.
Okay, thank you, Randy.
We will talk again. Take care.
Yeah, Randy, before I leave, I've been calling CBC.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have said on their report they couldn't get any leaders to make a comment about IDLP. I have been calling this morning all morning, and they've been hung up on me, and they don't want to give me a chance. And I don't know why they print that kind of stuff if they don't want to talk to the leaders. Here I am trying to talk to them, and they keep hanging up on me, and they said, no, I can't take your call. We're in a meeting, blah, blah, blah. We'll call you back. You never heard from them. That's nonsense. They shouldn't be writing the stuff. The kind of stuff that they're saying that you can't get a hold of leaders. Here I am, the leader, trying to explain to them, but they won't give me a chance.
Thank you, Simeon.
Thank you.
Take care, buddy. All right. Wow, you should see this. 800 people, $8 million, and that's not for the operation of their community. That's 1 year, folks. We're on the break. Amazing.